What's up, T babies? How are you? How has the weekend been? I know it's been a full 2 weeks. Look, I've been to the Bahamas, but I'm back. I got a tan. I don't know if you can still see. My tan line's gone. But I got a good tan over the week. Last week school started. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. Most of you know that I moved to a whole new city. So moving to a whole new city in the outskirts of that city. Everything is 15 to 20 minutes from my house. The only school that's the closest is my son's school, but I drove around for 2 hours. Let's start there. Um, Not metro school, middle school doesn't start until 8:55. Yeah, I was there bright and early. High school doesn't start. Well, it starts at 7:15, not 7:45. And elementary starts at 7:45 and not 8:15. We was late everywhere that morning. I was late to every school, but we got through it. But when I say it was such a day, by the time I got done with that and then having to wait for everybody to get home, y'all, it was over for me. Your girl had to go to bed. And also, if you don't know, I'm 5 months pregnant. Woo, woo, woo. I am celebrating 5 months. I did a whole dance. I didn't even share here with you guys, but if you're my Facebook friend, look me up. You'll see my 5 month pregnancy dance because that means I'm almost I'm halfway, a little bit halfway through. Only got 4 more months and my babies to be here. I'm so excited about it. The Bahamas was good to me. Really, I got me some vitamin D. Thank you. 5 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. Magic Stick. Where's Magic Pot? Where's my friends? I need a candle. Speaking of, it's about that time. I'm about used all mine. Yes, I can't wait. Erica, me neither. Girl, I cannot wait till they get here. Because right now my side nerve is acting up. I don't know what that's about. Like I needed to get itself together. It's like from my right ass cheek up until the back of my shoulder. But that's okay because firecracker didn't tell me what I can do to get it out. I gotta open my leg and lean forward. So we're working on it. Tonight I do have a guest for you guys. Miss Erin is here. I'm so happy that she's
What up?
here to join us. Hey boo.
What up? And to talk about that sciatic nerve, it's funny that yours goes up because mine
Oh,
goes down.
thank God I don't want it in my leg. I don't want it. You
It
know
is the
what?
worst pain I think I've ever had.
I don't think I want it at all. Come to think about it, it is whooping me. Like it is something different. And then like nighttime trying to sleep, I just toss and I turn. But yes, baby's here. But I'm here with you, T babies. I'm hoping you guys learned something the last couple of weeks I was here. I had Black Panther. We went through the 1 through 6, the 6 truths about sex that would never change. And I really like that the fact that the 6 things they don't change. And if you don't know, our new book is Great Sex starts at 50. Because I've realized majority of my followers are like 30 plus. I'm 35, so everybody's 30 plus, and it's one of those things where most people, when you're in your 18s, you're 21, you think you're having the best sex ever, and then when you get older, you think the sex is going to slow down. It becomes like old people sex. But then when you hit 30, it's like, damn, sex is pretty delicious now. I don't know, Aaron. Do you feel me? Or did
Oh
having
yeah,
it
I
happen
could
when
not
you
have I could not have 18-year-old sex again. I'm sorry. There's just no. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. So there's no fucking way I was good at it.
it's like, when did you figure I'm pretty damn good at this?
Took
Like,
me a couple years. Because
right?
I was
I've
so
always had
tight. Like
great
I was
sex,
so
but
nervous I was doing it wrong. So my muscles could not contract properly.
I think everybody's worried about if they're doing it right or if they're doing it
Doing the
wrong.
hand motion, fuck.
You just kind of go with the emotions, and if you're like most women, you're hoping he knows a little bit more than you know, because it's like somebody, one of us, got to figure this out. I
Right?
leave for the Bahamas on Thursday, girl. You couldn't love that. Oh my goodness! I think Wednesday or third Wednesday is there like fish fry day there. Go to the fish fry. The fish is so good, Erica. Ooh, Lord. Yes, tag my girls, Crystal, Sonya. Where you at, honey? Y'all come and watch us. But
Every day on the world to fish by Friday, except for in the Bahamas, it is Wednesday.
it's Wednesday. I was looking for Fish Friday too. Like I said, I just moved And I'm used to just riding up on the side of the road and seeing a fish, tent, and they don't have them here. And then nobody understands what a fish sandwich is. Everybody wants to sell me an open faced fish sandwich. And I'm like, what is that? There's no coleslaw, there's no cheese, there's no tomato, there's no pickle, onion, mustard. Like, oof. So I have to come all the way back home to get a fish sandwich. It's kind of sad. Like Nashville has hot chicken, Columbia has fish sandwiches. They need to go on and brand it, because what the hell? Somebody else give me an open faced fish sandwich. I'm gonna scream. I'll scream.
Seriously, I'm imagining a fish looking at me in between two slices of bread.
That's annoying. T-babies, by the way, I need y'all to help me name my penis. That's what it is. But my little stuffed penis, he doesn't have a name. My pink dildo I used to bring, his name was Pinky. But he doesn't have, he squeaks a little. But we need to give him
You can name him the brain.
Name him what? The brain. Oh! The brain is here.
The brain.
Pinky and the brain. Now I got to bring Pinky back and put them side by side so it can make sense. Because they're going to be like, how did he get the brain? Oh, let me make sure I say hi to everybody who's here. Hey, Crystal. What's up, Santana? Oh, wait a minute. That's a long name. Crystal, Chantel Marie, Santana Dunway. What's up? What's up, BB Yana? How are you, Mama? Hi, Betty. What's up, Gregory? Crystal's here. Hey, Sugar. Thank y'all so much for watching TikToks. But those 6 truths about sex, I'm not going to go through them one by one again. But if you missed it, it was the first one of the most powerful aphrodisiacs is being desired. We all know how important that is. And it doesn't matter like how long you've been in a relationship. One of the sexiest things is knowing that your partner still has a heart on for you, or knowing that your partner just like between her legs is wet when she knows that you know how to touch her, and then we all get in the bed. Y'all gonna enjoy yourself. Like, of course, no, you're not gonna just want it right then and there, but knowing that person can get you there, and you actually wanting that person is such an aphrodisiac in its own sense. Number 2, the most erotic sex of your life won't necessarily include an orgasm. And we talked about that. I talked about my experience of just literally being in the presence of someone who made me feel super comfortable. And it's just the chemistry was just something that I have never felt before, to the point that I was like, oh, we can't have sex because I might have your kids. So, and not even like Aaron said, when you're younger, you're so worried about making sure you're doing it right and making sure you're sticking it in, or you're riding, what your facial expressions look like. And it's just so much to worry about. But the moment you let all that go and not worry about it, am I going to come, or am I making this person come? Just really taking your time out with that person, you'll have the best intimate situation. Saying no to sex now, and then is no bad thing. Like I was saying, I said no the first time, but the second time it was fireworks. The sex was so amazing because they didn't make me feel like, oh, you don't want to have sex with me, you must don't like me, or like some people, they feel like you're turning them down. But it's like, no, it's not a turn down thing. It's just like, not right now, maybe later. Not right now. I don't know, Aaron, have you ever had that situation? It was just like, not right now, but I'll come back. I swear.
Yeah. I'm bringing it back.
Did they make you feel, because they didn't make you feel like you were trying to like play hard to get or anything. It's just like, I gotta wrap my mind about how my body is reacting right now. Why is it reacting?
Yeah, pay attention to what you're actually feeling in your brain instead of what your body is feeling, because your body's gonna react regardless. Because if they want it, if your body wants it, your body wants it.
My body wants it so bad, but why? Like, I know everything doesn't have to have an answer, but it wants it real bad. So I just need a little moment. I'll be back, I promise. Because not that I don't.
One time it took 2 years. I was like, it just took 2 years.
It took you 2 years to circle back?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we had stayed friends, but yeah, it took me 2 years to actually be like, okay, let's do this.
Let's do it. Was it good?
Yes, it was.
See what I mean? So guys and girls, if they say no, not right now, it's okay. Like I had a guy who would not have sex with me. He would not have sex. He would give me the best head. But when it came to actually having sex with me, I would throw a whole fit. And that was because it was the first time I ever had somebody tell me no. And I was like, no. What do you mean no? You just ate my pussy for the last hour. I've been over here convulsing. What do you mean no? He was just like, I just wanted to, I just want to do my thing. I don't want to have sex with you yet. But when we had sex, it was fucking amazing. So I get it. And of course, I didn't make him feel bad. I was just being a girl. Like, why you won't fuck me?
Yeah, right.
Why you got me over here in my feelings? You won't take care of me now. But I got over it. But literally, when he circled back around, it was amazing sex. So, guys and girls, it is okay if they say not tonight. Let them think about it. Let them rationalize their emotions. He won't literally. He still won't tell me why he waited, and that's okay. That is all right. I'll never know now. But he never told me why he waited. Crystal said, I love you on date night. We'll watch the replay. Yes. Have fun on your date. Girl, you know I love date night. I want to know all about it. Where you went, what you ate.
You got to post a picture of what you wore.
Tell your date T-Talk said, hey. Have fun. Send us a picture, post it or something. You don't got to show us your date. But I do want to see what you got on. I know you look all pretty and stuff. All right, number 4, sex is psychological. Means, keep your brain stimulated from your genitals to sit up and pay attention. So, like sometimes I've been in a situation where sex was more a redundant thing, and it was just like, and like I always say, redundancy in sex when I know we're just going through the motions, I'm over it, and I don't want to do this no more because it's like I want you engulfed in me the same way I'm engulfed in you, and I feel like you're just trying to catch a nut. And if you're just trying to catch a nut, I always say the same. You can go jack off or something, go turn on some porn or something, because sex with somebody, with a person, it's a whole different dance. It's a symphony.
Sure.
It's a bunch of different instruments going. I got boobs, I got hair, I got lips, I got mouth. Like, yes, my cooch is there, but I have all this body that could be stimulated, and you're just focused on one thing. And if you're just going to focus on that one thing, go use your hand, go turn on a movie or whatever the case may be. And there's some girls like that. I had a guy, he was like, I realized that this girl just using me for sex. So I was just like, yeah, no, because, most men don't talk about it like girls do, but guys like to be pleasured too. All guys don't want to just be used for their penis like some people think. That's stereotypical thinking. Some men really want to, like it's from the beginning, one of the most powerful aphrodisiacs is being desired. Sex isn't something that comes naturally. So, and when they say that in the book, they're just saying you don't just wake up and be like, hey, I know how to make love to this man. I know how to make love to this woman. What if you're a girl going through menopause? If she's going through menopause, of course, there's the thinning of the vaginal walls. There's also a little bit less lubrication and things going on. So make sure, you make her feel sexy. Still touch on her, still love on her, rub on her. Those kisses to the back of the neck, kisses on the forehead. Intimacy is everything, because while she's going through those emotions and things, we all, men and women, we love reassurance. So reassure her that you still see her as a beautiful
woman. My back. Oh, sorry. Please continue.
Take it to, even though if your body's going through a change, and then if she notices that she's not getting wet like normal, look up some different lubricants. And you got water-based, you got I'm trying to think. There's so many different lubrications that are out there. So try them all. Try, and if one irritates, don't try that one again. But do different things. Try different ways to stimulate her. I know when women going through menopause, there's those moments when they get really, really, really hot. So if you notice that she's getting really, really hot, turn her fan on for her. Long as you're there for her and she feels like you're there for her, it wouldn't change her sex life at all. It's just her going through the changes, her body going through a change. But as long as her partner doesn't change, her sexual energy for you won't change. The only time the sexual energy that'll change towards a partner is when she feels like her partner is changing towards her. And it's like shit. And then like menopause, it's just like a girl starting her period or a girl being pregnant for the first time. If it's the first time, they don't know what to expect. That week before a period, a lot of girls don't know why they're being bitchy until they start bleeding. And it's like, oh, my bad. Sorry I spoke you out yesterday. I didn't know my period was coming today. I was being a little bitchy. Or I didn't know that being pregnant brings on, different hormones and stuff. But it's like one of those things. The same way I say men should educate themselves on women should educate themselves on men, because once a month your testosterone levels, they drop, and they really drop. They drop so low, and it's literally like going through a period. And if a woman doesn't know that, and she doesn't know when to detect that, then she'll just be like, "Man, you got an attitude. Like, what is the problem?" But you got to know ways. If you're always coming from a loving tongue, like your tongue is everything. As long as it's not being spiteful or rude or nasty. But if you're coming from a loving tongue and they're open to hearing you, then you'll be good to go.
More ways than one.
Yeah, menopause is just something that every woman goes through. But when they're going through it, you got to remember it's their first time. It's their first, not something that you get to go through twice, like a period. Like your period comes in next month, you're like, okay, I'm going through PMS right now, so I know I'm being a little bitchy. Menopause, it hits you. You don't even know what's happening. It's like, whoa, it's a lot happening here. So it's really good for you and your partner to just do some research and stuff. Doesn't it change her sex drive, or is it me? It does. It will. But it's for different, like everything is different from everybody as far as when it comes to extremes. For some, it might just plateau out their libido, and then for some, it might just lower it a little bit. But that's one of those things where you have to communicate with your partner and ask them, like, so how have you been feeling? Especially if you've kind of done everything to turn them on, so to speak. You're doing your part, kissing, the loving, the nurturing, the taking care of their mental space, their heart, making sure they feel sacred and safe here, and they still don't have something going on. Then that's normally when it's time to go consult with the doctor. Like, hey, we've literally done everything, and I'm just not feeling much of any type of horniness. It doesn't hit me. So then you go to the doctor. They might have to give you some hormones, some different things, but it really depends on the partner. But if you can tell a huge difference, I would. I don't know, Erin, what you think?
My mama called it the bitch pill. That's what evened out her.
Not the bitch pill. Wait a minute. Tell me about this bitch pill.
Okay, so she had an hysterectomy, and then she had hysterectomy just as she was going through menopause. So It was like she was all the way up, and then it just flatlined. But she had to take one every day, and then it was like, if she didn't take it, Mom, did you take your bitch pill today? Like, we had
to ask your bitch pill today?
We had to ask her.
I'm like, look, what's the nicest way to say, Mom, did you take your bitch pill today? Mom, take your meds.
She stamped it the name herself. My mama was, where do you think I got my sense of humor? Like, it's like she stamped the bitch pill herself.
I love the uncut. So, OG, tell her to go see about some medication, because literally that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's different, and her mom's flatline, and so she knew what to do to fix it. So, but it's one of those things where you have to, and you really just have to pay attention to your body. You have to be open to knowing when something is changing, because some of us are so naive and so ornery that the fact that things are changing and we don't want to admit to them. But if you got a good relationship and that person don't mind saying, hey, this is what's happening, or hey, I'm noticing this, and they're not embarrassed. Like I say, safe space, saying, "Hey, I don't feel as horny," because for some odd reason, a lot of women shit, I can't say the word. Say the word for me.
What are you trying to say?
A lot of women equivalent something, their bodies, to sex. Like, it's almost like, if I'm not sexually attractive, if I can't give you all this great sex, then I'm not a good woman, or I'm not woman enough, or you're going to go out and try to find someone else who can get wet, who can get your penis hard and make you come. And
I keep hitting my laptop.
I can't think of the fucking word right now. Girl, I hate it. Equivalent. Maybe it's equivalent. Maybe that's the word.
Okay.
Some women do that, and it sucks when that happens, because that's what I'm saying. Then they're embarrassed to say, "Hey, I don't have a sex drive," and then it's like, how do I say that? Like, hey, are you broken down there? I need you to be fixed. So that's what I would do.
Did you ever see Pam and Tommy in like the episode where he's looking down and he's talking to his dick?
No, was it not working?
It was like, why am I not working? This is the hottest chick on the planet. But it's so crazy because the dick talks back.
What did his dick say to him? Well, I need to know.
Oh God, it was like a year and a half ago since I've seen
this
show. But Pam and Tommy, that is such a great show.
I need you to get it together down there. And it's just like, it's not that I'm not turned on. It's just not working. And then the last one, true arousal is much more than feeling wet or hard. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, I've experienced it, and it wasn't like a wetness. It wasn't like I didn't know I was wet until I left the situation. It was like, dang, I was really turned on. But it's just something about being wanted.
Oh, yeah.
About that.
For sure.
Something about being wanted is a whole turn on. So that is what we talked about last week. Like I said, with the last 2 weeks, we went in straight depth. But this week, my new book, I love it. 4 things that will revolutionize your sex life. If you don't do nothing else but read the first chapter of this book, I'll be happy. So the number 1, manage your expectations. We all look wistfully back at the sex we had when we were 18. Boom, we'll talk about that, Aaron. And there isn't a couple alive who wouldn't turn back time and freeze it to relive the enthusiastic, lusty sex that they had in the first year of being together. But who says that good sex has to conform to the cliche of the frantic, energetic coupling of young bodies with desire ignited by merely a glance? For many couples, the kind of
quite the adjectives they used. Okay.
What did you say? No, go ahead.
Quite the adjectives they used.
For many couples, the kind of sex you have later in life can turn out to be far superior. So like we were saying, like, I think with sex comes different maturity levels. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, yeah, so you're younger, it's like, oh, you fine. Ooh, I like the way you touch me. If you just rub across my titty, I'm horny. You suck on my neck, girls get a hickey, and our coochie is dripping wet. Now you can suck on my neck, and if I don't really like you, my coochie does nothing. It's still gonna be a flat line, because I'm like, okay, other than sucking on my neck, what else do we get? You know what I mean? Can you kiss me? Or you hold me? It's so much more that comes with it. But as I said, when you're younger, everything isn't heightened. Everything. You're just so damn sensitive to touch. You can get turned on by phone sex. Like, shut up. Sonya here. Hey, Sonya, Justin. When you coming back on the show so we can play with those nipple rings? What's up, D? How are you, baby? But when we're young, like, sex is I'm not even gonna say it's more intimate. It's just fun. I was just having a good time. Like, I wanted to, don't get me wrong, I still want to try everything, but I just wanted to try all type of stuff. Like, let's try this out. Like, why not?
But you don't really know everything when you're young. So it takes to get to now. I mean, but I want to know what I know now. If I knew now, if I knew what I knew now at 18, there you go. Because I think I'm amazing.
Sex, but it was like we were just figuring it out. It was figuring it out, and it was exciting. It was exciting because it was new. It's raunchy, it's a little dirty, but it's slippery and it's wet and it's delicious. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm not really looking at this person for all the extra things. Now, of course, I always talk about the different, sexes, like people. There are still people who are part of the hookup culture that still are like, I'm not gonna say they have sex like they're 18, but they have sex like they're 18. They really only need you to look fine as hell or look good or have a big penis or big boobs, and that's all they need. That's all they need. They're happy with that. They'll need more of that. Then you have people who need a little bit more. They know that they need you to sound smart. They need to be able to have a conversation with you. And if they feel like they can't have a conversation with you, then again, flatline. But it's like one of those things, you come into yourself and you get to learn yourself. And it's like, okay, I don't really like that. I tried it. Maybe I was excited from it because we've all had that moment of excitement. Like even as an adult, I was just excited to have sex with you. You said all these things, and so my brain was thinking about all these things. But in reality, when we got done, it was just kind of like, I don't want to. It wasn't what I wanted, and I won't come back here. But now, as you get older and you know yourself, and it's like, okay. So you realize 18 was 18, 20 was 20. But 30, like, it's like, oh my gosh, like I know exactly what I want. I don't know. I don't beat around the bush about it. I most definitely don't beat around the bush about what I want. I'll pull the box out and be like, pick one.
I don't know. From 23 to now, it's just been with the same. So I can't.
Yeah, but y'all try out new stuff?
Well, yeah, of course. But I get like still 23 years.
And it just gets better and better. And I always say, happily married people have the best sex, or people who are in long-term relationships, because you don't have to worry about, OG, you would have stalkers. Wait a minute. Why would you have stalkers? Why are the stalkers coming? Just like we evolve into pansexuals in a way, but the opposite sex. Pretty much. That's what it's just like now. I can't just let somebody stick their dick in me because they look good. It's almost like, and if they sound just completely stupid, which I believe me, I've had a few exes, but if they sound completely stupid, it's like, I'm on exit stage left because what did you just say to me? Never mind. We can't have sex. I don't even care how great it is. Like, so no, that makes it. And if you don't know what a pansexual, just somebody who would prefer to have sex with someone with emotional intelligence. They get turned on by just knowing that you're smart. Y'all can hold a conversation. You taught me something. I love when someone teaches me something.
Oh, that's important.
Yes, delicious. But like I said, if you're just talking nonsense, I'm literally turned off. I'm so turned off quickly. So you're right. Been free from day one. I'm telling you, must have watched Sue Johansson too.
May she rest in peace.
May she rest in peace. Young sex isn't better sex. It's simply a different style of sex. What we just said. Like, it's just an excitement there. You can want to explore. I'm not saying that you're afraid to explore, but it's like, do I have permission to? Because you're still in that age of everything you've done up until 18, you always had to ask permission. Can I go to the store? Can I go to the restroom? Can I play this game? Can I call my friend? Can I have a boyfriend? Can I hang out? So it's like, okay, I'm having sex right now. So can we do 69? Can we bring in a toy? I don't know. Can you nut in my mouth? I don't know. I've never done that before. Nut on my face? Ooh. Do they just do that on porn, or can we do that in real life? And so it's like, it's exciting. It's just exciting. And it's just like, you have those people, like we talked about another episode, where you run into teachers and you come into people who are like, well, let's try this out. This is a no judgment, judge-free zone. Let's try some stuff out. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. We're not trying to build a relationship here. I just want to open you up sexually and teach you a few things, and vice versa. And it always happens in your younger years. Okay, our bodies change with age. Our lives change. What we want from life changes. I don't want to do the same things I wanted to in my 20s. I certainly don't want the sort of sex I had back then either. All that hard, deep thrusting. Are you kidding? Oh my God. Let's talk about it. Back then, men thought the whole doggone was it. Like, I don't know how many times I would have to like hold some hips back, like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me readjust this. Like, you're just hitting the same spot. Can we get that little, motion to the ocean a little bit? I don't know how many people I have had to pull into me, like, hey, suck my titties or something. You're here, I'm there. This is a full swing. Like I said, it's a symphony, baby.
The grand finale's okay though. Like at the grand finale.
I'm already there.
Hit the shit.
Grand finale, give me what I want. Give me what I want.
It's like the last 90 seconds.
You already got me here. Look, we quit all the love making. Fuck me. Let's just say it just like that. Fuck me. We're done love making. Give me what I need. The slow stroke is dangerous. Yes, it is. But I live life on the edge. I live life on the edge. Slow stroke me. I'm okay with it. A woman body just always fascinated me. The curves, the smell of a woman always intrigued me. I mean, because like we're all so different. And I'm
Kegling on that slow stroke. That's what gets you.
The slow stroke, and it's nothing like a man who actually loves the essence of a woman's body. I'm like, it's something like we're all so different. And like regardless if you like curvaceous women, thin women, even plus size women, like my 600-pound life, the women are always married. And then I learned from Optimus Prime, aka B. Michael Smith, that there's this thing called feederism. And feederism is when you have a partner who will feed their partner and they get off on making them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was like, once he said that, my brain went straight to 600-pound life. Like,
can I ask a question though? Why are their husbands like 90 pounds?
Because they have the
it's just making an observation. I'm so sorry.
It's like those men who like to be suffocated by big women, like those women just lay on top of them. And they come from that, literally. They just love it so much, they just start coming. And I'd be like, I watched some crazy shit growing up. And I'd be like, what about that turns you on? Like, they're not even having sex with them. They just lay on top of them. Like, I've heard of, and then, like, if you Google it, like, the man who died because he put his head up a woman's ass and he couldn't breathe, but that's something that they would always do. Like, he would try to stick his head up there as much as he could, but this time it was like death by sex. And if you look it up, like Google it, guys, how many people die from random sexual crazy acts? Like the thing, like when people put rats up their ass and then rat didn't come back out, it tried to chew.
It was a squirrel. And it was Richard Gere. It was Richard Gere.
Look, you see what I mean? I swear I'm not making this up. Google death by sex, or the men who break their dicks because women want to jump on top of it. Like, what made you think that I don't know who ain't go that good, okay? But they wanted to jump like DDT on his dick with their vagina and broke their dick.
I knew someone, and okay, well, I don't know him anymore, nor did I know him when it happened, but he broke his dick. This is the story. He broke his dick, and then he still had sex with the broken dick, and then it re-broke, or something.
Oh. A real one smells different. They all smell different, especially if she's big on hygiene. She's gonna love to smell good for her man. So yeah, the 18-year-old deep thrusting hard dick. Let me just like I said, at first it was fun because like, come on, now it's a dick. I've never touched or played with this thing before, and I'm just excited about it. But now we're like, I'm 35, and a dick is not that exciting. We're just like, oh. So like when people send you a picture of their dick, and it's like, okay, that's nice. How's your day going? You know, what do you do for fun? What do you do for a fucking living besides sending dick pics?
Well, thank you for bringing out Herbert. Can we put Herbert away now?
Thank you. I guess I needed a wake me up call, because when you open up your fucking DM as a dick there, it's like, hello, dick. Where's the face to this thing? Sexing 50s and over is gentler, unhurried, less focused on penetration. One reason why older couples report higher satisfaction with sex is that they slow down and spend longer on foreplay. Foreplay is necessary at any age, but try skipping it post 50 is disastrous. So I love foreplay. Foreplay is everything. And that's why I was like, when you're younger, foreplay is not something that's talked about. It's not even something that is encouraged. That's what I said. Like, let me suck your dick, you eat my pussy. Let's just see how much dick I can take. Like, remember as girls, we would like hold the award about how much dick we could take. And like it hurt a little bit, but I ain't know, mama didn't raise no bees, so I just held on to it. But now it's like, don't come and try and pound my pussy. I need this thing to work tomorrow, okay?
The first time I ever really thought about foreplay was that Friends episode. Now, granted, you got to think about my age when the episode came out, and
okay.
And Rachel and Monica are explaining to Chandler the zones, and they do the numbers, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and she goes down, and she's like 1, 2, a 2, 3, a 3, 3.
I haven't seen it. You got the best episodes about sex. I'm sick of it.
I've seen a lot of TV, but then again, Friends, Friends. And then at the end, she's all 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And at the end, you see Rachel, and Rachel's just all like fidgeting in her seat because she's imagining all the spots that Monica is saying the dude to hit. Toes.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Like, because when you're not trying to rush your partner, like I said, what was one of the sixes? Knowing that
sorry.
No, you're fine. The most erotic sex of your life won't necessarily include an orgasm. So you're just taking your time with this person. You're not rushing this person. You're not trying to speed through the situation. Like, this is someone that you're actually enjoying having sex with. You got we found it. Okay.
You found it.
She was more like, I see your point. I'm all right with it.
It was the first time. There's not always a lot of agreement the first time.
Yeah, not for girls anyway. Guys agree like that.
Look, you have to help me, okay? I mean, I know what to do with a woman. I know where everything goes. It's always nice. But I need to know what makes it go from nice to, my God, somebody's killing her in there.
All right, I'm gonna show you something a lot of guys don't know. Ray, hand me that pad, please. All right. Now.
Well, you don't have to draw an actual whoa, she's hot.
Now, everybody knows the basic erogenous.
Oh, that's good old.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
There are 7.
7?
Let me see that. Oh, yeah.
That's one?
Kind of an important one.
Oh,
can
you
recite
know
this
what? I was
whole-
looking at it upside down.
Sometimes that worked too.
Well, sometimes that helps.
Okay, now most guys will hit 1, 2, 3, and then go to 7 and set up camp.
That's bad.
Well, if you go to Disneyland, you don't spend the whole day on the Matterhorn.
Well, you might if we're anything like 7.
All right, the important thing is to take your time. You want to hit them all, and you want to mix them up. You got to keep them on their toes. Oh, toes!
No.
Yeah, for some people. All right. You could start out with a little 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 3, a 5, a 4, a 3, 2, 2, a 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 4, 2, 2, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Score. Touchdown, baby. Obviously.
That is the funnest shit
Touchdown.
ever.
So funny. 7 was the touchdown. Oh my God. Thank you for that reference. Thank you, Captain Crush, for finding it. That makes so much sense. And then, like I just said, mix it up a little bit.
Right.
Let's have fun with this. Because I'm not saying that the fun goes away when you get older. No. It just, like Captain Crunch said, we turn more into pansexuals. And then you take your time with the fun. It's like, okay, the pounding, no. But let's go through these different erogenous zones. And the fact that he was like, what? There's erogenous zones. Like, dang.
Chandler. He is my favorite character of the whole show.
And like she said, most guys go through 1, 2, 3, but it's like, no, I need all of this taken care of. And once you have a good lover, I mean a good lover, they'll know that all those things need to be taken care of.
They actually end up together as the show goes on. The one that was doing the numbers and who she was talking to. They
Them
end up
two?
married. They end up married and everything, yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense because you got someone to teach you these things, and they was open enough. Because most men, I won't say most men, well, a lot of men don't know how to ask a woman, what do you like? Only because we have put this pressure on them that they should just know. And that's not fair. It's so not fair. So if you get a man that's like, hey, how was it and how can I do better? Most of the time that question freaks a lot of women out, and they don't know how to say, hey, I like this, but I would like you to do a little bit more of this. Because then it's just this constant battle of ego and not want to hurt a feeling, but you still want to get back in the bed and enjoy sex with this person. But it's like, hopefully whatever I said didn't make you feel insecure or whatever, because I really like it. I just didn't like it like that. Or
You gotta be okay with constructive criticism as far as
like
sex
how
goes.
when we say don't stop right there, and then they start doing weird, crazy stuff, and it's like, no, like, so do I need to say right there? Do I hold it in? Because I really don't want you to quit. But as soon as a girl says, no, don't stop right there, we love it, they switched up the whole game. It's like, I'm like, fuck.
Don't stop, get it. I'm sorry.
Come back to me. Come back. But it's just, I like how sex it's a little bit more gentler. Like, now you're not trying to suck my damn nipple off my body. You're actually caressing it. You're kneading it. You're loving on it. You're making sure I'm enjoying this moment as much as you're enjoying this moment. Same thing with a man's penis. I'm sure men have realized, I'm sure men have realized, like, from 18-year-old dick sucking to 30-year-old dick sucking, it's totally different. A woman's gonna take her time with his balls. She's gonna take time from what a What do we learn though? Men don't like their balls played with as much because it's too close to the gooch. But
oh, I'll suck on them, so they better not
right,
say
you know
that
what I
shit to
mean?
me.
But don't just jack me off real hard and do all this crazy stuff. I'm learning that men don't like a bunch of doggone spit. I've never been a spitter. I always just was like, I always felt the same thing like most men would say. It makes their ass wet. Like
I hate spitting, so do not ask me to spit.
like ew. Like if I slob, I slob, but to spit on you, it's just like it's a little disrespectful. I mean, whatever. If that's what you want, cool. But all that spittiness is just slide. It's just I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna make your ass wet. And like this one guy said, y'all guys just need to say, if you don't want a wet ass, just say that. Because that's literally what's gonna happen of wet ass. Erica said, right. What's up, John? Hi, Mark. Hey, Martin. Hi, Sabrina. Hey, guys. I'll make sure I say hello to you all, you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining Tea Talks. We're talking about how to have revolutionary, pretty much sex going towards the age of 50. Of course, when you're younger, sex is totally different. It's fun, it's exciting, it's exhilarating, but it is a lot of pounding and mindless just sex. But when you get older, you can take your time with it. You can actually ingest your partner from like the little clip we just watched. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. You know,
I'm telling you, that's how I learned about foreplay.
mix it up a little bit, you know, because I mean you're a person. That's why I say if you worry about the one spot, use your hand, go get a toy or something. But when you're having sex with a person, a live thing in front of you, you know, there's all this body that you can play with, and then learning that the vagina grows an extra 2 inches to an extra 2 inches just from arousal. And it's just like, oh, I didn't know that. Same thing for a penis. You ever seen a penis go from hard to fucking rock solid? And it's just like, okay, let me make sure I take a little bit more time there. And the orgasm from taking your time is always so much more delicious. I don't care what nobody say. Taking your time, that foreplay, when you actually do hit the pounding stage of just disrespect me, pull my hair and bite me, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. So start off like that. We can end like that. It's okay because now there's so much going on. I am okay with that. But at the beginning, I always calm down.
Oh, and it took me a while to learn that swallowing helps skin complexion. So make sure to swallow because it helps with your complexion.
I've tried. I've tried for years. It just won't happen. Like, I'm not a texture eater. Like, we were talking about texture eaters earlier. But that is one texture my body and my throat cannot get over. Oh, I just can't do it. I've tried, Lord, but I even tried to put Listerine strips in my mouth, and maybe that'll help it out. Now I got minty thickness in my throat. I just couldn't do it. I've spit it out, thrown it up. Like, I have tried everything. So that is the one thing I'm defeated. Put it on my face, you know, we'll exfoliate.
Oh, I've had it in my eye. Don't do that.
We'll exfoliate. I haven't got it in my eye. Face on, we'll exfoliate. Whatever. But in my throat, oh no, it's no longer sexy. It's gonna start getting a little childish. But like, are you okay? We pet your back? Like, ooh.
Arms up. That's what I tell my kids. Arms up.
When it comes to genitals age along with the rest of our bodies. While women moan about dry, sensitive vaginas, like those you was talking about menopause and stuff, men, oh my gosh, have the loss of being hard, strapping erections of their youth. In their 20s, they got an erection just thinking about sex. Post 50, most men need strong, firm stimulation, and it might take a while.
Now, the number of times thinking about men thinking about sex, is that still the same in age?
I don't know. We got anybody 50 on here? Do y'all still think about? I would say yes, because girl, them damn nursing homes, they say that's pretty much like their number one problem is trying to keep them from fucking each other, but they still figure out how to do it. Like, seriously. So I'm gonna be honest with you, just from listening to nursing home experiences, I don't think it ever stopped. But women are more nastier than men. We just don't talk about it.
Oh, I want to be a graphic novelist. I've got all kinds of ideas.
Do it. Come on. TikTok's writing a book.
Sitting up there.
TikTok's will be writing a book. I mean, I've read so many books that it's like, okay, I can do this. And I can do it. Okay. I can tell y'all one-on-one on what to do. Call me the black suit. Johansson. But I don't know. I haven't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean like a novel, like a graphic novel, not like a descriptive, hey, try.
Oh, okay. You doing pictures.
Yeah.
Erica said, no, girl, they do. Okay, so boom, there's the answer. They think about it just as much all the time. I'm thinking like that's why I like to talk about sex, because sex is one of those things where you never get tired of it. I don't know nobody who ever gets tired of having sex unless honestly it's painful, they don't like it, they went through some trauma, or it's something's not enjoyable. Or those asexual people who just don't enjoy it with other partners. But then again, they enjoy it with themselves. But sex, like I said, even up until the nursing homes. And then I was told that when these people go to the nursing homes, you can't make them not have sex. You just gotta shut the door and walk out like it's not even happening. You know, like,
I didn't see anything. Yeah, I walked in on my parents one time. I've been there.
You went,
I walked in on my parents one time. Yeah, I thought I heard come in. My mom say, she said come, but that wasn't the type of phrase that she was saying. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I would scream if I heard my parents having sex. I wouldn't even know what to, I'd probably just throw up.
Now, as a later age, I'm like, yeah, mama, way to tell him what was going on. But yeah,
I would have to go so fast, like, no. I'm out of here. Ooh, I'm out of here so fast. Come on, kids, we're going to go. My bad, I should have called Fire King.
Both rest in peace. That's all I'm saying.
I just feel like sex is one of those things, it will never get old. But like I said, genitalia's change. If your lady, if you notice that she's not getting as wet, but she's turned on, try some lubrications. But if she's not turned on, try a pill. Go get your hormones checked out. They have issues at the nursing home with Alzheimer's patients sleeping with men that aren't their husband because they forgot they are married. Lord have mercy. You can't even blame them for it, but like, babe, I forgot I was married. I didn't know. It wasn't me. Blame it on my Alzheimer's.
I thought it was my wife, I swear.
I swear. I'm married? Oh, my bad. I'm almost 18 again in my whole stage. I'm back again. I'm married.
I'm bringing him back. I thought World War I just started. I was trying to get my peace before I got shipped off.
That's all. I don't think sex will ever, sex is not something that will ever die. Sex is just something that will always and forever be a stimulant that I know they say sugar is stronger than cocaine, but I swear it's sex. It's sex for sure. Sex. So we work hard for it. We go to work for it. We spend money on it. We make money for it. The sex industry, you got people who love it so much in a different type of sex that you have sex groups. You have sex parties. It's so much sex. Husbands ain't bringing no more Werther's candy after that.
My grandma actually loves those, so that's hilarious.
You don't get no candy. You forgot you married. Until right now, I had let myself forget all the things I have seen, and now you all brought it back. I'm just saying, it's not often it happens, but it does happen. Exactly. That's what it's like. I don't think at a certain age you just stop thinking about sex. You might not want it as much. Like I said, it might take a little longer for it to get to where it needs to be. But the way them people be sneaking in, the way that people just be having like, no, sex will forever.
My mama told me that I'm sure there'll be sex in heaven because heaven is what you make of it. And she's like, and I'm definitely getting laid. I'm saying, okay.
I'll go get mine regardless. Put these wings off herself to the side.
Yes.
Esther be sneaking into Mr. John's room.
Esther be sneaking into Mr. John's room.
Because they still want it. They still want to get it in. And then just the thought of how, like, literally sex has changed for me over the years. I agree. I'm 35. I don't know what to expect as I age, but I know I want to prepare for it. I know I want to be ready for it. Like, you know, if the libido does go down, what y'all doing now to keep it up? Tell me, you know. And then for the ones who are hitting that milestone, like, what are they doing? And maybe, you know, like I said, they watch the show, they might be noticing that their libido is changing. Or a guy, like, I like the fact that the OG asks questions like, what about a woman who has gone through menopause, and what do you do? Like, that shows that you actually care and you want to know, because it's like, okay, I know it's not me, but I still want to, you know, have sex with my woman. She's still desirable in my eyes, but how do I make sure that she's still enjoying the sex as much as I'm enjoying the sex? And if you don't ask those questions or whatever, then you'll turn into those people who don't want to have sex no more. Like, oh, I don't want to have sex no more. I don't really want it. But do you not want it, or is it just your hormones off? Do you not want it, or is it just you notice that you're not getting as wet as much? Like me, I had to stop having sex for a while because condoms was eating me alive. And I was like, okay. And then I came to Tea Talks and I learned that, and it's like I always had it, but when I turned 30, it got worse with the irritation from condoms. So it's like I didn't have it. I didn't have the irritation as bad in my 18 and 20 until I hit 30. And then when I hit 30, I had to find some alternatives. And then the skin and I never got to the lamb skin, but the skin, I think that's what it was called. Condoms were absolutely amazing. That was such a great condom. So if you're sexually active, you don't have a
not imagine wearing lambskin. I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said I couldn't imagine wearing. Well, we never really used them anyway. But to lambskin, no.
The lambskin, no. I just couldn't get into it. They was like, you know, it's a real lambskin. I'm just like.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all about history, but you put lambskin on and I feel like I'm in 1755. I'm sorry.
You know, and I just couldn't get past. There's somebody saying it has a funny smell to it, and I'm just like, I wish I could get it out. If I could have got it out of my head, maybe, but I just couldn't get the thought of like a lamb's skin. It's inside my vagina right now. Oh my God, this is disgusting. I couldn't do it. Elderly sex makes me think I'm fucking a bowl of mashed potatoes. Not a bowl of mashed fucking potatoes.
Apple pie.
Oh my God, not apple pie. I'm done with both of y'all, okay? Y'all, that's old as fuck. Come back to 50, okay? They still getting it in. Y'all, that sounds like 80-year-old sex. Somebody needs to have a book, Sex After 80. Tell me what that was. Because Sue should have wrote a book before she left. She was like 90 before she left. She could have told us. Dang.
I'm sure there's a book out there.
So this is normal. It's called aging, folks, and it's going to happen no matter what. But everyone has a choice about how they deal with it. You can find it all terribly depressing and go down a sad, bitter path, grieving for your youth and focusing on everything that's bad about getting older, become a grumpy old man or woman, or you can get a grip, accept reality, look for the positives, and maybe have a laugh or two as you sail merrily. It's wasted energy worrying about getting old. Equally pointless is going on about how great the sex you had at the start was, feeling like nothing has measured up since. So I like that. I like the end of that paragraph because it's like, yeah, we can reminisce on 18 and 20, but we're not 18 and 20 no more. So it's like, so what does that mean for you? Do you still want to have good sex? Do you still want to enjoy your sex life? And if you do, guys, I know that's why you're here on Tea Talks. I know that's why you're here, because it's like, give me the tea so I can get into bed this weekend and have great sex. What do I need to do? Because I don't know anybody who wants their sex life to die. I don't know nobody. Even if you're being celibate, you get your toy, keep those muscles going, because we've learned through Tea Talks, and research, that those muscles will die, and then they'll start retracting, they'll start burning, they'll just start aching because you're not doing nothing. So make sure you're still at least exercising those muscles out, but learn different ways. And if you've never, like I say, if foreplay has never been a thing for you, because there's still people at this age who still know not much or nothing about foreplay, get a book. There are so many sensual erotic books out there. Like, these are more instructional books, but the book I have at home, like How to Massage a Penis, I got that book at home. How to massage a vagina, how to massage nipples and boobs, how to touch a person across the lips. Like, there's so many little things that you can do.
Man, can I borrow a book or two?
I got you. I'm telling you, my friend Black Panther, he got the books. And I just won't give him back his book. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I got this book from him, and I won't give it back. I won't give it back. I will give it back one day, but he got the books. Like, I'm about to ask him to come and drop his books that he got, because
you have your own Tea Talks library, and your guests come check them out.
He has a plethora of them. Yeah, that's what I didn't even know they was out there like that. Like, one day he came on the show and he was like, I got this. Gave me a book, and I was like, okay, I was just supposed to read it, but it was such a good book. He just ain't got it back yet. There is a book that is Sex After 70. Whoop, whoop. I knew it had to be one. But when looking the book, Sex After 80 is a blank gag. Oh, well, gag journal. Oh, dang. Mr. Conversation is here. Glad I caught you today. What's up, EJ? How are you? I know. Right at the end, I'm like, like 10 minutes. Maybe not even that, before it's an hour. Dang it. I'm so glad you're here, though. We was talking about pretty much not trying to hold on to sex when you was like 18, 20 years old, and realizing that as you get older, sex is going to change. And for the most part, it's changed for the better. It's not rushed. There's not that pounding, thrusting, hurt vaginas, tired penis, hoping that you did a good job. But it's more of I took my time with you. You took your time with me. We're learning different things. And then if you do come across, like, your penis doesn't want to grow as quickly, or your vagina doesn't get so wet, you have a safe place like Tea Talks, or wherever, your doctor or whatever, but you have to find a safe place where you can be like, hey, what can I do? We had people ask questions like, what if their woman is going through menopause, or I hadn't had any women ask about their men's penis not working, but for the most part, everybody talks about Viagra. But if you're on TikTok, I've been learning that the green part of the watermelon is an all-natural Viagra. And I'm like, okay, I'm keeping that in mind. The watermelon, and I've always known that beets is really good for a man's prostate. So It's like the same way, we want men to learn us women. You got to make sure that you learn, things that take care of your man. Because, we're in this together. We want to have great sex together. And of course, the book that I'm reading out of is Great Sex Starts at 50. But of course, everybody on the show isn't 50. Like I said, I think the majority of my followers are from 30 and up. Every once in a while, there's some stragglers who are still in their 20s and stuff. But just realizing that sex is you're going to keep evolving. Your sex life is going to keep evolving, but it's going to change. You can't expect it to stay the same, but it's never going to stop. We were talking about being in a nursing home, that's one of the biggest problems is people trying to go sneak off to have sex. And I hate that they make people feel like they have to go sneak to have sex. And I think about it, because just because you're older, and maybe for me, like it's like, ooh, I don't want to think about 2 7-year-old people having sex.
That's right. You're gonna get pregnant.
Yeah, I mean that too, and just the thought of it, just kind of like, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. 51, yay! Sonya here, she's 51. Woo! So I do have someone that's over the age of 50, so it just makes sense, like sex will never stop. But I want us to evolve together. I want us to learn together. And Tea Talks is my open book. I love the fact that a lot of you guys come here and allow it to be your open book too. It makes me so happy, because what y'all don't realize is that you're probably helping someone out today. I'm hoping that I'll help thousands of people. And I want to continue helping thousands of people learn about themselves, learn about their partner, and make it like you want cheese on your hamburger or not. Ask your friend, hey girl, when last time you had a real good orgasm? Did you enjoy it? Was it comfortable for you? Do you feel like your partner is really taking care of you? Are you taking care of your partner? Like, are you sucking his dick? Do you like sucking his dick? And if you don't like doing it, why don't you like it? You don't like the smell, you don't like the taste. How we do after a shower? Or do you want to do it right before he gets ready for bed, after he's been out working in the yard all day? Like, it's just so many different variables and factors when it comes to sex. And I like the fact that here you can be open, or you can be honest with each other, because that's the best thing you can do, is be honest with yourself and especially the people you're having sex with. Is there anything that you want to add, Erin, before I let my beautiful tea babies go?
Oh goodness.
On the spot.
I love y'all. Thanks for a no. As far as I can't. Nope. I don't have anything at the moment. I love y'all. It was a great show, actually.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you too. I'm so happy that you like to join me on Tuesdays.
I couldn't be there. I will be there. I will be back in-house eventually.
Take your time. I'm always here, with the pink wall. If you guys have not followed the new events page, the Studio 65 has put together, make sure y'all see it. Mid-10, right? It is mid-10. So if anybody here has an event coming up, EJ, matter of fact, you have events all the time. I know you're not in Middle Tennessee, but hey, let us know. We're willing to grow and to network and reach out to other people. But if you have anything coming up, it's almost like Eventbrite, but the fees are nothing like Eventbrite. And then, like I said, if you have vendors or anything that you had that was a part of your event, people will be able to find that vendor. Most of the time, you don't know who was a part of the show, but with this, you'll be able to know exactly who was a part of the show. JC, hey, y'all see us still motivated. It's on there. I can't see the because the screen is doing Jade Photography. So, you'll be able to see all of that. If you guys are in the Middle Tennessee area and you need photography, videography, you need a DJ. Matter of fact, I'm in a wedding coming up in August. The Studio 65 will be the DJ for that event, which I'm super excited about. But yes, guys, pretty much this is a whole network. Shout out to my Magic Stick and Magic Pot. They have a beautiful candle company. I have it at home right now, and I'm really at the end of it. So I need a new candle. But anybody who sells a product, we like to promote you. Crystal, if you need Crystal, she sells jewelry. I'm trying to think of anybody. Oh yeah, and Captain Crunch and Black Panther have written a book together. What's the name of it?
Yashua Stories.
Moses and Exodus. And I've read it. It's at home.
I've read it.
You read it too? I got mine signed and I'm so happy. I had to buy it off of Mama about like I needed this book. And if you want to be on the show, it's easiest 1, 2, 3 guys. All you have to do is pretty much let me know you want to be on the show. We'll pick out a date and I'll zoom you in. If you can be here, you see Erin's here. Or you can come and sit with me right here on the big comfy couch. I missed that show.
I love that show.
That was my show. Look, hey, we finally know a show together. I missed it. That was my shit. But you can come sit here, right, me, and we can vibe and we can talk about sex in an open, unjudgmental way. Okay, and it's gonna be fun. Okay, it's a whole vibe. Right now, I'm drinking coconut water because I'm 5 months pregnant. Ooh, 4 months left.
There was one in my Steelers cup.
Did you have some wine today? What kind of wine are you drinking?
It was a rose Chardonnay.
Ooh, spicy. I bet it was good. But normally we have wine on the show, and we just sit. But I'll provide you guys with wine. Y'all have some wine. I'll have whatever non-alcoholic beverage, and we'll just sit and talk about sex. But I love you, T-babies. Thank you guys so much. It is me and Brain. I gotta go find Pinky.
So that's what you're naming it. Very cool.
He's gonna be the Brain. The Brain is here. I'm gonna find Pinky so y'all can know who Pinky is. But I'm Kitten, and tonight I make up Tea Talk. Shout out to my beautiful my co-host, and my guest for tonight, Aaron. Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too.
I will see you guys next Tuesday, 8:30 ish. Heavy on the ish, but I love you guys, and thank you so much for coming.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good night. I love you.